Taurus, Elsie here to do a really quick reading that is a bonus read for you, Taurus. How you doing, my bow gang? I hope you're well. Thanks so much for clicking here. Happy Samhain to you, my friends, and happy Halloween. And for those of you who are Gaelic, Celtic, Pagan, Wiccan, you guys that are celebrating the Samhain, and you don't have to be any of those things to celebrate, blessings to your ancestors. We are so close to the veil today, and I can feel it as I read. It feels really, really good. Paganism, Wiccan, Gaelic, Celtic people, you all predate Christianity by decades, centuries even. Yeah. And so tonight we celebrate being close to the veil. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Taurus, don't forget, until midnight tonight, you can get your 10% off your pre-recorded readings. All right, let's find out what's going on. The private reads, by the way. Let's find out what's going on for you, Taurus. Taurus, we have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. We have the Page of Cups. Ooh, it feels like you are on to something, I'm going to say a bigger and better thing. There's something here with the Ten of Cups in the reverse. It feels like you're suffering a little bit of delusionment. It feels like the Ten of Cups in the reverse is like something didn't work out for me. Something is not necessarily making me happy, and I don't know that I want to put any more of my emotional energy into that, because I don't think that is the thing that I'm going to be, that is going to give me the most joy. So the Ten of Cups in the reverse is not necessarily negativity when it's in the reverse. It's just that it's sort of like clearing up the illusion, right? Because this is Piscean energy, and sometimes Pisces can get a little bit starry-eyed, right? I'm a Pisces moon, and I can get that way as well. And so I feel like instead of going to this place in the mind where maybe you were hoping for something or wishing that it would get better, I don't think it grew past the page, to be honest. And I'm going to say that for somebody here, it's like this is going to be a surprise to you too. So this doesn't have to be going on today, I understand. But I do read the bonus reads in with the perspective of the current or the future energy. So this could happen anywhere today, tomorrow, next year. But it feels like somebody here becomes delusioned, in delusionment of something that maybe you thought was making you happy. It feels like it's just not making you happy anymore. And I think it surprises you, but I think that's your Hierophant energy that's showing up here. It feels like your Hierophant energy takes over, and you're like, you know what, I'm more grounded than that. What am I doing? I let something pull me off the path. And I think that it just really snaps you back into order. I'm going to say, because the Hierophant is about order, stability, right? It could be something to do with a job as well. This is corporation, but it is, you're not willing to collaborate anymore is what it feels like. It feels like you did something, or possibly this had you sort of, I'm going to say the Disney ending. It had you sort of hoping for that. And I think that you've realized that that's not going to happen. And I think that it's as much as a surprise to you as anybody else. But I think that it flips you back into your Hierophant energy. It almost feels like you were living up in the head for a while. And now that you are no longer up in the head creating, what is the word I'm looking for? Creating dreams and wishes and hopes. And I feel like you're like, no, I'm just going to get back to me. I got my feet off the ground for a little bit. Look, the Lovers is here. So I feel like for somebody here, it's like maybe you were chasing an illusion, or you got in disillusion that you were chasing something that possibly just wasn't working out for you. I think there was somebody here. It looks like there's somebody here who, with the Lover's energy, possibly someone that you thought you were compatible with, and it feels like this person isn't giving you a lot of their time or effort, or maybe something is just taking too long, Taurus. Like it feels like I know that you're slow, and you're solid, and you're always going to take care of the practical things first. But I feel like there's somebody here who's really dragging their heels. The Hermit energy is here. Somebody's giving you maybe silent treatment, or they take a long time to get back to you, or they just don't seem all that enthusiastic about what you have planned. Like it feels like somebody's very passive in their energy and is taking their sweet time. Maybe there's a lot of off and on energy. The Hermit energy is the place where somebody's very quiet, and we've got the Lovers and the Ten of Cups. You see what I'm saying here? So it feels like something here is not getting off the ground the way you want it to. And I think that the surprise that happens for you, Taurus, is, that's a switch, right? I'm a Taurus sun. You guys know it. It's the switch. I give and I give and I give, and I forgive and I give. And I get into this place where, I start making excuses. Well, maybe they don't have time. Maybe their life is busy. I can't be so selfish with their time. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait a second. I'm the Hierophant. Wait a second. I'm the spiritual teacher. I'm the one who gives to everybody. I stay on the path. I teach people. I still have time to give to people, even when I'm in the most... In the time in my life when I want to be in the hermit mode, I'm still giving to people. And you're the overgiver, Taurus, you know that. But I feel like this Hierophant energy is not telling me overgiving, it's telling me I'm getting everything back in order, pulling it all back together, going over the details and saying, you know what, I've just got to keep moving in the direction I was moving. And if this person, place, situation, job, if it wants to catch up, it'll catch up, but I got to keep moving here. It feels like somebody's like, you know what, I was getting all starry-eyed here. It feels like you met somebody. It feels like it's fairly new, could be within the last month, but I think that this person is sort of disconnected, or maybe they're just taking it really slow, and I think you're getting impatient. And I don't say that in a negative, derogatory way. I feel like you are the most patient. But when somebody runs out the patience of Taurus, that's when you turn the key and you're like, that's it. You turn it off, right? It's like turning the car off and on, right? You decide to just turn it off. Yeah. When it's done for you. Tell me what the Page of Cups is. We've got the Nine of Cups. Look, I feel like this whole thing did make you happy. Made you happy, the thoughts of having someone who might be, giving you emotional connection. But I feel like this person was giving you the connection of a page. I don't think that they were giving you, like the cards that are here with you are the 10 of Cups, the 9 of Cups. And I think somebody else, like the person who's taking their time, is in the Page of Cups energy. Page of Cups in the Hermit, like who needs that, right? So I feel like that's what's going on here. We've got the Four of Pentacles. Yep, I think that you just shut off the valve. That's what it looks like. You just shut off the valve, Taurus. You're like, nope. I've got so much emotion, energy, and love to give. I'm really happy from the inside out. I think I'm just going to shut this valve off, because when Taurus is done with you, Taurus will be done with you. Yeah, that's what the Emperor does, right? It can be a little brutal, but the Emperor is making decisions that are hard. The Emperor is making decisions that are not easy, for sure. And it's just the way it's got to be. Like the Emperor is doing it head over heart, being very strategic and just shutting off the valve and saying, I can't bleed that for you anymore. Tell me about the Hierophant. We've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. It's a realization. Yeah, it's clarity. It's clarity. The Six of Pentacles, you can see here, this person is giving to everyone else and no one's giving back. And so I feel like that's your realization. I've been giving to the situation. The situation's not giving back. I just keep pouring time, effort, and energy. Time, money. I've been waiting and just giving, and it's just not working for me because this person is taking their time or they're holding back here. There's no justice here, Taurus, is what it is. The Ten of Wands is here. You're carrying this emotional weight around, waiting for this person to connect with you. And please understand, it's not that they don't want to, it's that they can't. They don't know how, because you see the mismatch here, right? We have a Page of Cups and then we have the Hierophant. We have someone who's a lot of life experience, someone who's on the path, someone who's done the work, someone who knows the doctrine, someone who is the spiritual teacher. And then we have a Page, somebody who's at the beginning of things, somebody who is not really matching you in your energy, Taurus. So the Justice card is here in the reverse to say things are out of balance. And so the reason that this person is not giving you the time, effort, and energy is because they're not at your level. Maybe it's not intellectually, but it is definitely emotionally. And so I feel like what you've been carrying around is the injustice. And so I feel like, Taurus, you're just going to do the old heave-ho. Look, I'm just saying, look at that full moon up there. Full moon, November 5th in Taurus. If you're already feeling it, you know that you know. You're already feeling the influence of the full moon in Taurus, that you're starting to close down, release, shut things off that no longer serve you here. Yep, Ten of Swords, the moon energy. I'm not saying that you're doing it today, Taurus, but it might be a week from now. It might be 2 weeks from now, because the full moon is coming on the 5th, and it might be post full moon. Full moons are the release. The Three of Pentacles tells me that you're letting go of some sort of small foundation that you built with somebody here. The moon energy is here. It's something that you don't see coming, Taurus. It's making a decision to end something, even though that you thought that this person was a soulmate, and maybe they are, but maybe they're not a person who's ready for you just yet. This person is in the Page of Cups energy, and I feel like it's just very quiet here. Yeah, you're moving on, friend. Look at this. It's starting to make you feel like the wounded warrior, so it's time with the Eight of Wands to move forward from this wounded warrior energy here with this Six of Swords. It's time for you to get away from the chaotic place in the mind of where are they? Why aren't they calling? Why aren't they returning my text? I feel like you're done with that. And when Taurus is done, they're done. Tell me what's coming next for Taurus. We've got the Two of Cups. Look at this. You're clearing your energy. Look, you're in the Nine of Pentacles. You're in this confident place. I know what I want. I know what I need. I know what I've built. I know what my worth is. And it's confusing as hell when you meet somebody who you're attracted to and you're looking at each other like this, and all of a sudden it doesn't work, and it's because the other person's not ready, Taurus. It's not that you're too much. It's that this person just can't keep up with you. They're a page. You're the Hierophant. So the Two of Cups is here, and it does feel like you have deepened a bond with somebody here, and it's confusing as to why they're not stepping forward. I think they're in a comfort zone, and I really do think that you sort of intimidate them a little bit because you're in your Hierophant energy. There is something else coming up here. Look at that. There is something else coming. Oh, look at this. Look at this here. Look. Stay your ground, because the Wheel of Fortune's here. Something is about to change. I think you were supposed to disconnect from this or let it go, and then that's when the bravery shows up. When you have the bravery to love yourself or to put the love back on you, your heart opens, everything changes, and I feel like there's something that is coming in the future. The Wheel of Fortune is bringing in something new. So I feel like this was a lesson of realizing from a distance, because that's what the Hierophant will do, from a distance, realizing that I'm already on the throne. I've got the wisdom, the security, the stability. It's time for me to go. And because I can't wait around for a page to level themselves up, and getting, pages and emperors is fine. It's probably hot. It's probably fun. It's probably exciting because there's a big vibrational difference or age difference, but that's all it is. It's very temporary, and the emperor's not into temporary things. The emperor doesn't go in unless we are going to win. So the bravery of loving the self, or giving the cup back to yourself here, I feel, is what pushes the wheel forward. Things change and expand for you. And I think that you know it because you're in this High Priestess energy. You might even be meeting a High Priestess, somebody who is like the spiritual teacher, right? It's coming in quicker than you think, possibly after the full moon. That's all. I'm going to leave that right there, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I appreciate you. I'm going to go for now. I'll be back because I'm always back. Take care. Bye-bye.